Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Draft Day Sports Pro Basketball 2024. It's been a week since I last uploaded on this series. Been very busy. Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve is when I uploaded. Christmas Day and the entire week afterwards, in which I feel like I worked myself to death. But anyway, it was a great Christmas. It really was. Very thankful. And it's now New Year's Eve, so Happy New Year to everybody watching this. Hope the best to you and yours in the year to come. And we're going to jump right in. In the last video, if you remember, I think we played 15 games, went 8-7, which is okay. I mean, could be better, could be worse. Remember, we still have the newly acquired Joey Reed, who's been playing okay for us, I guess. And gosh, if you can't remember the team because it's been a week, I mean, I feel like it's been longer than a week. Here's what the team looks like. As you can see, most people are upset or disgruntled in some way or another. Maybe that'll be different next season. I think it's got something to do with the coach I hired. Because several players, including Steve Bennett, who's one of my building pieces, is really upset with the coach. And also Colin, who's like my rookie that I'm hoping can develop and become better. So it may be time to get rid of the coach in this offseason. And for the second offseason in a row, bring in a new coach or promote one of the assistant coaches I have to head coach and put somebody else in that place. We'll see what happens when we get there, though. We've still got the rest of this season to play, which is what this video will be. We've got like 14 games left or 15, and we're going to go ahead and finish out this season in this video and see where we are. There's 3 different worlds we could be in with this game. At the end of this video, we could do really well and bump ourselves up to like a 5 or 6 seed or guaranteed a playoff series. Then the most likely scenario, I think, is we stay right in that 7 to 10 range in the West and we end up having a playoff game for the next video, or we just completely flame out and just do terrible and lose a bunch of games and end up having been in the draft lottery for the second year in a row. One of those 3 things will happen. It'll probably be most likely we'll have a play-in game, in which case that'll be the next video, but we'll see how it goes. I'm going to go ahead and start. And we got the Pioneers in the first game. As always, I'm going to make sure, because I'm the most OCD person I know, that these are set. And these do look like they're set. Bennett is injured with a strained hamstring. Hooper's got a sprained toe, and Ramsey has a broken ankle. I did not realize he had a broken ankle. He's out basically the rest of the regular season. Probably the rest of the entire season, because we won't get that deep in the playoffs. Not to get to May, I don't believe, unless some miracle happens. But wow, that's a pretty big, a pretty big part of our team. I didn't realize. Did I cover that? That had happened in the last video. I don't remember that. Maybe he got injured. I just didn't check it. But yeah, Ramsey's basically done for the season. So let's go ahead. This game against the Pioneers. And there's a loss. Man, without Ramsey, that small forward spot, I don't think Hargrove is really very good. I can check his rating here in a second. Let's see. Hargrove is only one and a half star player. So that's basically who's playing in place of Ramsey, and he's not going to be nearly as good. He's half the player Ramsey is. Ramsey's got 3 stars. It is what it is, though. Can't do nothing about injuries. They just happen sometimes. So go ahead with the next game against the Gears. Another loss. The one good thing about losing games from here on out, we could potentially have 2 lottery picks, which would be pretty neat. We got another game here. Before I move on with this game, I want to check out and see how. Do they have a game? No. I wonder how the Blues is doing, because we hold their pick, if you don't remember, we got from the trade for Colin Richardson. Yeah, and they're most likely that's going to be a lottery pick for us, so that's pretty great. So we'll at least have 1 lottery pick, maybe even 2 if we keep losing. I'm kind of excited though about seeing an actual. I've not seen a played out game on this year's version. I mostly just playing games in Game 7s when I play these games, which is what I want to do in this series. So looks like somebody's back though. Hopefully it's Bennett. I think it should be Bennett. Yeah, it is, and that'll help some. Well, they're trying to play a Sonny at the 3. How does a Sonny compare to Barnes? He's 1.5. Barnes is better. Yeah, he's 2.5. So that's about right. That's what I'm gonna go with. Okay. Let's play this game. All right. There's a win. Aaron Forson with 35 points. Let's shoot the box score of that game. $35 points, 6 assists, 8 rebounds, 2 blocks, and a steal for Aaron Forson. So Forson's still happy. One of the only happy players on the team, looks like. Yeah, you can see here he's can't get much more happy. He's very loyal, which is good for us. He's not very greedy, which is good for us. He also doesn't care much about winning, which is good for us. So hopefully we'll be able to re-sign him this offseason, or not re-sign him, but extend his contract. That's one of the hopes I have for this upcoming offseason. If I can we've already got Bennett wrapped up for 3 more seasons. If I can extend Fortson's contract, we'll build around those guys. And we got the Rangers here. 2 injured players. Let me make sure it's the same 2. Yeah, we're in the same position we were last time, so go ahead and play this game. Joey Reed is an injury. Let's see what kind of injury Joey's got. Strained knee, so he's out 15 days. We've been 1-3 so far in this video. I still am reluctant to change from the grind style offense, but maybe we should. Still not going to at this very moment, though. That looks good to me. Let's keep going. Okay, another win. 44 points for Aaron Fortson. We'll check out the box score of that game. Going in a double-double at 14 and 10. Bennett at 14 rebounds. Cleary at 15 off the bench. Fortson with the majority of the touches, though, looks like. I don't care who scores, as long as we get wins. That's always my ultimate goal in these games. All right, we got the hoops here, and looks like player position is still the same. Still the same 3 injured players. We'll keep going. And there's a loss. No games on this day. I'm going to keep checking. I know it says 3, but you could have somebody get injured and somebody get better, and it just see like this right here. McCleary's out now while Hooper's back. Okay. All right, so I don't know why it wants to play Asani at the 3, play him out of position, and Hargrove is basically just as good as. Play the player in position that's just as good. Anyway, that's what we're running with in this game. All right, let's go. We got the win, 35 points for Aaron Fortson. Continues to be by far our best player. Bennett with 14 points, 9 rebounds, 5 blocks. Hargrove with 11. So a pretty good game from Hargrove. 10 from Asani off the bench. And another win for us. And we got the Dinos in the next game. Now, McCleary was only supposed to be out for 1 day, so somebody else must have been Yeah, McCleary's back, and now Barnes is out. So Cullen, Fortson, Hargrove, Asani, Bennett, McCleary, Lopez. That actually looks pretty good. I actually like the way the lineup set that time. So that's as good as I think it can probably get for us right now. Go ahead and play this game. Another loss. Pretty mediocre team we have. And we got the Blast in the next game. 48 and 28, so they're pretty good. Player situation still the same. Go ahead and play this game. And a win. We actually won against a pretty good opponent there. Fortson with 29 points, looks like. McCleary had 12. Hill had 22 off the bench. Is that his career high? I don't ever remember him having, his career best in this game with 22 points. Great game for him. Also had 6 rebounds, 2 blocks. Plus 23 in the plus minus. 6 of 12 from 3. He had a great game. It seems like Cullen's numbers have been dropping a little bit. Those aren't bad numbers for a rookie though. Especially for a point guard of a struggling team. Okay, so we got another injured player. And we got the Coyotes here. So let's check the so now Hargrove is out. Let's throw the lineup around here. We'll play Bryant in position and just move Asani up. There we go. We'll run with that right there. So Wright has a mild concussion. He'll be back soon though, and Reed will be back soon. 4 days left for Hargrove, and still 45 days left for Ramsey. All right, we got a win there. Steve Bennett with a double-double, 18 points, 13 rebounds. Fortson's still player of the game, though. McCleary with 16 off the bench. Lopez with 12 off the bench. Player morale still really low. Our opponents' points per game are no longer first. They're now second. They've been first for a long time. I'm still fine with second, though. Thing looks to be players aren't really changing their moods. You've gone about 500 in this video, though. For every win, we have a loss, it seems like. And we got the Twisters in this next game. Make sure about the depth chart. All right, let's see. Barnes at the 4. Put Bryant in at the 3. Okay, that's what we'll run with on this in this game. All right, so another loss. I still think though, every time I click back to the dashboard, it still says we're in 10th place. We're still in 10th, so nothing has really changed in that regard. Back to first on opponents' points per game. Same 2 injured players, so everything's still holding as it was. And keep going. And keep going again. We got the Pioneers here. And we've got like 3 games left or 4 games. They're pretty good. So hopefully should be the same 2 injured players. I'll go ahead and check again, but should be the same 2. No, it's not. I'm glad I checked. Hargrove is actually back, and Barnes is out. If we can have everybody back but Ramsey going into the play-in game, if we do get that play-in game, that would be really great. Put Sonny in at the 4. Man, I just clicked the wrong button. Put Sonny there. Put Hargrove there. Move Reed up a little bit. There we go. Cullen, Fortson, Hargrove. All right. Let's go. And another loss. Unexpected, though. No games on this day. We got the Freedom here in this game. Well, we've done 80 games, so we got 2 games left. This game and the next game. Looks like Ramsey's the only injured player left now, though. So everybody is back. Put Hargrove at the 3. Barnes is at the 4. So this is our best scenario of a lineup that we can have going into the play-in game. Come on, let's get this win. Man. All right, last game of the season against the Roar, and somebody else got injured because, of course, they did. Of course. And it's McCleary. He's a pretty valuable piece for us. So I'm just going to move Reed up. Let's move all these guys up. And that's what we'll go with in this game. And his injury is a concussion. Just one day. I feel like with a concussion, you should be out longer than a day. I mean, I guess it depends on the severity of the concussion, but well, here we are at the playing game, so we'll go ahead and stop the games right here and do this entire game tomorrow. But I'll check a few things before I end the video. Looks like McCleary's back because we just have one injured player, and that should be Ramsey. So we are going to be in terms of injuries, pretty good. Wish Ramsey was healthy, but he's not. I'll go ahead and switch these around. It suggests to play Asani at the 4, but I just don't like playing players out of position. So I'm putting Hargrove back there. And looks like it's suggesting to heavily play our starting lineup. So we'll see a lot of Colin, Fortson, Hargrove, Barnes, and Bennett in the next game. Very little of our bench. It'll be McCleary, Reed, Lopez, Sonny, and even a few minutes from Hooper. So Hill and Bryant, Herbert, and Wright probably won't play. I do want to see our final statistics for the year. Let's see, I should click here then. I'm going to sort this by points per game. So our leading scorer, it's no surprise, was Aaron Fortson with 26.8 points a game. McCleary with our second leading scorer, who's our sixth man. Man, he should be running for sixth man of the year with 15.8 points per game. That's pretty good for a guy coming off the bench. Ramsey is third, who we will not have for this game. Barnes with 11.1. Bennett with 11. Bennett leads the team in rebounds, though. Colin with 9.2. Lopez with 7.4. And you can see the rest of them there. Assists per game. Who led in assists? Looks like Fortson with 5.1. Colin with 4.9. Bennett has an insane field goal percentage. So I wish he would shoot more often, but I don't think you can really tell a player to shoot more often. You can tell them which shots to take when they do take shots. But a lot of that comes from the scoring, their scoring rating. And his is only a 63. And I mean, it looks like he takes the right shots because he's 68% of them, which is that even heard of in the NBA? I don't know if I've ever heard of a guy taking that many shots, or shooting that well from field goal percentage. I mean, I remember when I was a kid, Shaq would win that award, seemed like every year, and he was shooting like 52% from the field. So that's insane to be 67%. Maybe things have changed. As I said in previous videos, I don't keep up with the NBA like I used to. And that should be it for this video. So if you like these videos, keep coming back. I'll keep trying to put them out when I get time. Hopefully, we'll be adding in the coming weeks. Don't want to promise anything in the very, very, very near future, but hopefully in 2024, I'll be playing some other games besides this one. I want to keep this game going for quite a while, maybe even until Draft Day Sports Pro Basketball 2025 comes out. We'll just see what happens. But if you like these videos, keep coming back. I'll keep making them. And until next time.